Welcome to the SJ Child Show. Thank you for all your continued support. You can find us at sjchilds.org. Enjoy the show. This week on the SJ Child Show, autistic singer-songwriter Cierra June. Here's a song she sang at the 1 in 44 tour this last summer. Enjoy, and enjoy the episode.
Burning in your eyes, you look at me, babe, I wanna catch on fire. Buried in my soul, like California gold. You found the light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, and every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Lovers in the night, poets trying to write. We don't know how to rhyme, but damn, we try. But all I really know, you're where I wanna go. The part of me that's you will never die. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, and every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. And when the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. Whoa, yeah, I don't wanna be just a memory, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find the words, and every time we say goodbye, baby, it hurts. Oh, and when the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. When you look at me and the whole world fades, I'll always remember us this way. Ooh, ooh.
Hello. Today I am so excited to have a new guest, and luckily I've been able to meet her. I know how wonderful she is. So welcome, Cierra. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, we're so excited to have you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Where are you calling from, or where are you at today?
I'm in Lakeland, Florida, in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you probably have a little bit nicer weather unless it's raining.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
It's good weather, yeah.
It's 29 and snowing in Salt Lake City, Utah, where I'm at.
Oh.
So I have my winter boots ready at the door. I'm ready, for whatever I gotta do. My 4-wheel drive outside. Well, I'm so excited to have you here today. we're so lucky to have you perform at the 1 in 44 tour, which was a fantastic summit. So any of you who missed that, go back and check out as much as you can on that summit. And today we're just going to really just dive deep and talk about Sierra and let
Yeah.
her tell her story. So
Mhm.
tell us kind of where it all began. Tell us about yourself.
All right. So, I was born, yes.
I
Uh,
love it.
and so when I was in preschool, I wasn't like many of the kids. Like I would just like sit on the table and just like read a book and like do my own thing and not really make as much friends as I do now. Um, uh, and then the teachers, the pre-K teachers, talked to my parents and they're like, I think you might need to have your like kid diagnosed or like tested or something like that.
Yeah.
So they went to the diagnostic place, and when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I was diagnosed with autism.
Mm.
And my dad did all the research as my mom took me to like lots of therapies, and ever since I was like born, like an infant or something like that, she would always play music for me because in college she was like an opera singer, like in community college.
Wow.
So I think she wanted to pass that on to me. Um, and so I listened to music. I even like when I was like in her belly, I think she did Zumba.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
That's
I'm not
great.
sure, but I think she did Zumba while I was in her belly. She played lullabies for me when I was like a wee little baby, and I
Yeah.
hummed along to it in perfect pitch.
That is
My
so
mom's like,
cool.
oh, my daughter can sing. She can sing. Oh my god! So, I think after that, she like showed me like Little Einstein's High School Musical, like all those Disney movie musicals when I was like a toddler or like around 10 years old or something like that. No, 7,
Yeah.
6, 5 years old. 5 years old. Wow. Um, and became obsessed with music and all that. And I got into choir, and that's how I made most of my friends.
That's
I was
great.
in choir for like all my life. And in high school, that's when I made like the most friends because it's like a magnet program. I went to the Pinellas County Center for the Arts program at Gibbs High School in St. Pete. That's like 40 minutes away from where I lived, but it was worth it waking up at 4 a.m. for high school.
Oh, commitment, right? But when you're
Mhm.
getting what you need, you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Oh my gosh. And or that's a really early age for girls, number one. Thank goodness that you got the support.
Oh, yeah.
And it sounds like your
Mhm.
parents are so involved and supportive and
Absolutely, yeah.
um so helpful and important to help the success of a young person, especially when they're discovering their strengths and challenges and things. So that I can't wait. I hope I get to connect with your mom someday. That's probably
Yeah.
funny to say because my son also has perfect pitch. He has photographic memory, which then gives him the ability to do all kinds of things. And so the same thing, and that's what I was kind of laughing about you saying she did Zumba because when I was pregnant with him, I always put classical music up to my belly, but I also worked at a gym and I would be around all the trainers while they counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and I
Mhm.
always joked that he was so good at math, because he listened to it from the very get-go, right in the
Yeah.
beginning. And it's so funny how those things you can look back and say, wow, it did make a difference. And that's so exciting. I'm sure your mom was so proud when she first heard you sing and
Mhm.
was able to help you develop those skills.
Mhm.
How was the rest of your education going through school? How was your academics? Did you struggle or how did you find going to school?
Well, I started out in like, like special education, like classrooms, um, E E ESC, you know, um,
Yeah.
and I made some friends there. One of them lifelong, a couple of them lifelong. I still keep in touch with them.
I love that.
Um, And then I think in like 5th grade, like that was like the first year I was mainstreamed, like fully mainstreamed. Um, in middle school, I still like struggled with math. Like the only ESC class that I took was math and social skills. And then I think I like told my mom, I was like, social skills is like so easy. It's like the easiest class to take. So I stopped taking that in 8th grade. Um, and then in high school, I think that's like the first like actually mainstreamed like schedule. Because I took math in like a normal class. I did good. I did good.
Good. That's
Hmm.
wonderful. Well, it sounds like you were getting a lot of support along the way.
Hmm.
Which is it's so important for every family to be able to find those resources and support systems in their communities. It sounds like you guys were able to do that. When did you get the calling of like, okay, now I'm going to take this from just being a hobby and turn it into a profession or career?
Okay. Um, so I think like okay, so ever since I was in like kindergarten, you know how like you like little kids have those things that they fill out where it's like, when I grow up, I want to be this and that. I think I put in Hannah Montana or something like that,
I love
but I
that.
put in a singer somehow,
Yeah.
and I still want to be a singer. Um, I think it was like 2 years ago that I started writing songs, and I had no idea that I could write songs. I thought like I would be a singer with people who would write songs for me, you know? And then I started writing songs,
Oh,
and it's
I
so good.
bet. Did
I got
you
like
play an
goosebumps.
instrument too?
A little bit. I play a little bit of piano.
And did
I
that
cannot.
help with your songwriting, or did it all just come in the
No,
form of like your own lyrics?
it just came in the form of like my melody and my lyrics.
Nice.
Um,
That's
here's
exciting.
here's how I did it. Right, I would picture my life as a musical, and then I would just like start writing from there.
Yeah. That's so smart when
Mm.
it takes those outside the box thinkers to come up with these brand new
Oh
things,
yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
otherwise we're remaking how many songs from our decades of futures, right? Or I
Mm.
mean
I
history, it's
know. Yeah.
crazy. Eras and eras of music. And I always think, well, where are the new people coming out with like new music, the new writers? And I think about that. How hard is it to find an original tune?
Mm.
Is it tricky?
Um. Sometimes I think like it is hard to like forcefully like let it come out of you, but like if you just like not do anything, like the idea will just come to you.
That's
Like there are
great.
some songs of mine that I freaking love. And it's when like the idea just like came to me, and you can't force creativity.
Yeah, that's so true. No, I agree.
Mm.
Same with my children's books. The ideas just came. It took 5 seconds to write them,
Oh
and then you're
yeah.
like, "Whoa, this is
Mhm.
this is easy. I like this part."
Especially when you go through drama and it gets you so mad to the core that you just end up writing like a song in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. And a lot of it is kind of your life story then. It
Mm.
sounds like that's amazing. What other types of training, coaching? Tell us about that. What other kinds of
Okay.
things have you gone through?
So I am classically trained. I started doing voice lessons when I was probably around 10 or 9. I don't exactly know, like remember the age, but that's when I
Sure.
started singing classical songs. And I remember like I hated singing opera because like I liked singing pop better. But in high school, that's when I got like the most like training in my voice in classically training and in classical training. Yeah. Words. um and then I realized that like the more you get like trained in opera singing, the more powerful your voice is going to be. And my voice became
Absolutely.
so powerful after I graduated high school. And it still keeps on getting better and better. And
Yeah.
now I'm finally taking pop vocal lessons.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's doing so good. Like it's helping a lot. She's
Oh,
pretty good.
I'm so glad to hear that. How many
Mhm.
songs do you have right now?
I don't know. Like enough to fill an album, but an album
Fantastic.
probably won't be until like years. I don't know.
Well, I hope
And
that,
lots and lots
you
of
find
singles.
something.
Mhm.
Absolutely, right? So where do you start out when you're doing this? Do you start out just doing social media and that, or do you have like a label and manager, those kinds of things?
Um, well, I recorded in the studio, um, and I just released them. Uh, I still like really need to like promote my music more, because like the more that I promote, the more
You're
streams
gonna
it'll
grow.
get. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I'm currently like figuring out how to like do that and get that out on TikTok, because that's
Yeah.
like the most like the best possible way to promote your music.
I love that. And
Mhm.
maybe even like a little social media manager might be able to help you and get you
Oh
going
yeah,
on those
yeah.
things
The
too.
the people from the Doug Flutie Foundation are helping me with that, the
Oh,
social media manager.
wonderful.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
technically do have a social media manager.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tell me about that, the Doug Flutie Foundation, and how you are a part of that.
hmm So I sang the national anthem for the Tropicana in the Tropicana field for the Rays game, right? Major League Baseball. And so my mom has a friend that works for the Hug Foundation. Uh it's like in my hometown area. And do you know, yeah, Rachel Barcelona is
Yeah.
a part of that. And I did some little like promo thing at Hug, um, so I could get promo for like auditioning for The Voice. Because like mom and I had a plan. Like the more promo that we get and do from this national anthem, like the more chance that I'll get into The Voice. That didn't work, but you know what worked? Rachel Barcelona found out about me, and she brought me up to the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism, and they reached out to me on Messenger, and I low key thought it was like one of those like scams.
Yeah.
I was like, "Who's Dougie Flutie? Who is
Yeah.
that?" So I looked up the Doug Flutie Foundation, and they're like legit. I was like, "Oh,
Because he was a football
okay."
player, right? Or
Mhm.
something? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna be on their live show. So I sang for them on their live show virtually, and they got me to be in their Spectrum Sound Choir. And the rest is history. They've
Oh,
been flying me out to Boston, uh, like back and forth.
yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Amazing. Wow. What great opportunities. Had you traveled a lot before this?
Not really. I mean, I've been on road trips and some fun family fun trips, but now I get to go on like business trips for like gigs and all that. And I think it's
Yeah.
so cool because I love traveling so much.
I'm so
Oh,
proud of you. Like, I'm
I
so proud
know.
of you.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Mhm.
Are you at a hotel right now? It kind of looks like you are. Or is
Oh,
that just your
it's
room?
actually my room for college.
Oh,
I'm rooming
that's
in a
nice. Okay.
hotel. Yeah,
Okay.
by myself.
Oh, how nice is that?
Mhm.
To just have your own space, huh?
It's really nice. Yeah.
I bet. I bet. So, what kind of accommodations do you think you've had to make for yourself, in the world, in social situations? What kind of things good advice can we give parents as far as like helping our kids have good social foundations?
Good social stuff. Um, I would say like put them in groups. Like okay, so you know how there's like fixations, right? So like if your child is obsessed with like dinosaurs, or if your child is obsessed with like space and all that, like put them in space programs. Put them in programs that are like appropriate to their fixations, and that's how they would make friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
That's the
how
best
mom,
advice.
it's like
Yeah.
how mom put me in like music clubs and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. My daughter loves to sing too, and I feel the same way. I'm like, do you want to, I want to get her in a choir, and she says, "Oh, I think choirs are gross, Mom." I'm like, I don't think you know. She's only 10, she's got lots to learn.
Mhm.
But it's so great when you see your kids and you see that they have these raw talents that are just genuine to themselves, and be able to help them procure those and turn them into careers.
Mhm.
What are your dreams going forward for this?
In music?
Yeah.
I have so many. I have so many. I One of my main goals, I really want to be the first singer-songwriter with autism to get nominated and win a Grammy.
Oh, I love
To
that.
be the first singer-songwriter with autism to get their song number one on the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
I really want to tour around the world in like stadiums and arenas and all that. And like I really want to collaborate with like I know this is stupid,
No,
but
I love it.
I really want to write a song with Harry Styles.
Oh, I love that.
He's like my number one inspiration. Like I freaking love that dude.
Have
Like
you
I
reached out to him yet?
no, I mean no, I haven't.
Just try it. Just go for it.
You're
have done
right.
the same thing. I thought, how cool would it be to have Elon Musk on my show? And not that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm me of all people. And so I just emailed him. He never answered back. But that once I got over that, like scared feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm going to reach out to the richest man in the world. And just because he just said he had Asperger's and I'm excited to talk to him,
Oh yeah.
and so I reached out and I was like, come on, let's talk Asperger's, come, and kind of a thing.
Mm,
But once I got over that, like I no one else seemed as it didn't seem so scary anymore. And it was just like this really fun thing to be able to reach out. I mean, celebrities are hard to get a hold of. That's like the only thing is like really being knowing how to get a hold of them is the tricky
mm,
road to go down. But I'm sure you have some great connections, especially within the Flutie Foundation, and maybe ask around and see if anybody has any ideas.
mm.
Love
Like
that.
I think I'm starting out pretty like in like little chunks. Like I sung a duet with Cody Lee.
I know
Uh
it's fantastic.
yeah. And I've been like singing with like America's Got Talent contestants too,
Oh,
which is
that's
pretty freaking
fun.
cool. And I met Danny Bowman from
Yeah,
Love on the Spectrum,
love
which
Danny.
which is crazy because like a week before I went to the event that I met her at, I was binge watching Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, so that
Yeah,
was like stardom, huh?
I
And
know.
and I had the chance to interview Danny last year or 2021, I guess. Yeah, I guess that was last year. And before that was ever even a thing on her mind. So
Mhm.
it's so neat to come full circle and then just say, wow,
Yeah.
you've made it onto Love on the
Mhm.
Spectrum. And what about you? Would you ever think about going on one of those shows?
Yeah.
That'd be exciting. I have
I
some
think it'll
friends that it
be
would be
it'll be
really
cool
good.
to be on Love on the Spectrum. My mom brought it up to
Yeah.
me. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be really cool. Well, I
To have
hope
someone like
that
me on there.
yeah, 100%. I think that it's so important to show all of the amazing facets of autism in our community, because people need a real and an educated, updated view of what autism looks like and how we, carry ourselves in the world and raise children and be wives and singers and all of the other amazing things that we can do in our lives,
Mhm.
So um, any other plans in the future? Any other hobbies or things you're going to work on other than your music?
Uh, well, if I don't end up becoming a singer, I would like to be a choir teacher. I'm in
That's
school for music
nice.
education actually. So
Yeah,
I'm learning how to teach kids.
that's fantastic. They're
Yeah.
they're our most important investment in the future. I think
Mhm.
so. Agreed. Well, it's been so much fun to talk to you and catch up with you. Thank you so much for your participation too. I mean,
Yeah.
you just are a phenomenal performer and I am rooting for you and I'm going to support you in every way I can. So
Thank you.
definitely 100%. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there somewhere you can send people to go follow you and your social medias or all of those
Yeah.
things?
Yeah. My Instagram is the real Sierra June. Um, wait, is my name gonna be on the podcast? Because it's
I
hard to
can
spell.
however, yeah, it'll be in the show notes. I'll put a link directly there to the show
Oh,
notes.
okay,
So
perfect.
everything will
Okay.
be there. So you can even just give me that stuff later if you want, and
Yeah,
it'll be
okay.
there.
Cierra.
Perfect.
Cierra. Unique, just like me.
I love it.
I okay, so I'm in a little like duo group, like a singer piano group. Um, and we have a TikTok account called The Junion, Junion. We do covers, sometimes we do originals, like my original songs or songs that we've written. And yeah, it's been really good. We're at like 50 followers right now.
Yay. Well,
It's
we'll
growing
we'd
pretty
love to
slowly.
follow you there.
Heck yeah. He's a
Excellent.
really talented pianist too.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
When
like that
is,
combination is really good.
yeah. Excellent. Well, we'll be there supporting you all the way. And if you ever need anything, just reach out and we'll definitely keep in touch for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sierra.
My Facebook is Cierra June. Anyways, thank you.
Oh, wonderful. No, we'll make sure we get all of those links so that people can follow you everywhere. We want them to be able to support you. And do you have a Patreon or anything? We need to get you
No.
set up with that and get you paid for all
Oh
of that good
yeah. Ooh.
stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk business after this. Okay. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk to you soon.
All